All right, there we go. Hello, everybody. Today's November 1st, 2017. It's my day 1.172. And this will be pretty short and quick. I just wanted to share I had a funny moment periodically at my work because of the work I have to do with the government. I get background checked every so often, have to be renewed and whatnot. And so today, this was the first time I had met with the FBI agent who reviews us since I had transitioned. And so it's one of those things. I met him, 3 years ago. We did this, we read through the document. Is this change? Is this change? You solemnly swear or affirm, you know. And so it was funny because I sat down and he looked at my folder and he opened it up, the little portfolio they had on me, and he asked me for my driver's license, and he's like, "No, really?" All in good fun. I'm not complaining. He did his job wonderfully. It's not a complaint against him or the FBI, Federal Bureau of Investigation. But I just thought it was a funny moment, and I'll have that burned into my head. Just kind of as a... And on the way home, I thought back somewhat about... because obviously my full history has, every name, every alias, previous identities, etc., on it. And I looked over the information, I had provided him. And I thought about sometimes with parents or family members, when we say we're transitioning or we're transgender and what we're going to do, they're like, they think it's a new thing. Where did you get this idea in your head? And maybe you should give it more time, etc., etc. And I thought about how, I legally changed my name in the 90s, in the 1990s, okay? 30 years ago, almost, a little over 30 years ago, I changed my name to Robin Karen Parks. And so 30 years ago, I had this plan that has taken me 25, 26, 27, 30 years to come to fruition. But it's one of those things, I love it when someone says, this new idea of yours, and you're like, no, you don't understand. I mean, obviously, we've had these feelings all our lives. Everyone looked at us when we were babies and little toddlers and young children, and they saw a boy and we were a girl, and those feelings go way back, obviously. But like I said, again, as far as the transition goes, it's like, no, this is a 30-year project. That's like you build a bridge or an interstate, in 30 years, or a dam, maybe. Well, a nuclear power plant maybe is the only thing I can think of takes 30 years. But anyway, so that's my funny story, and hopefully this year, again, when I get the agent next time, maybe we won't get the really, and maybe I'll take that as a stride. Although I always tend to think I'm fooling myself. When someone meets my own guilty, my own. My inner voice, my inner demons are like, they know you're trans, they know you're trans, they know you're trans. How can anyone not know you're trans? But I thought it was just kind of funny. And obviously I still have the hormones have got lots of work to do. And girls, yes, grow. Yes, 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 yes. All right, my friends, I hope everyone is doing wonderful today. I always get excited about the first of any month because time is progressing, and especially if you're transitioning and you've got your transition calendar, the day that you're going to start your hormones, that's when your clock starts for GCS. You got a year has to lapse, and so you're like, in a way, it's like the sooner I start, the sooner I'll finish, and as I've alluded to recently in some of my videos, I kind of have a fear, which I'll take, of what happens after GCS, because GCS has been, GCS, SRX, sex change, That's been on the back of my mind since I was a kid, going back to being a child. It was middle school when I was in middle school. 7th grade is when I found out it was possible, and that's what I wanted. And that was like 83, 84? No, younger than that, 82. And so again, 40 years of knowing that's what I wanted to do, and to get to that point where it might actually happen. And then what happens next? That's the next chapter, I suppose. So something to think about. Anyway, my friends, good luck, and we will see you next time. Bye.